right, everyone. Well, welcome to Field 5, the Service Pro by MSI Data podcast reboot. So we used to do this years ago, wanted to bring it back, and welcome to episode 1. So excited to have you here today. Super basic, just going to talk through a topics that's pretty well known across the industry right now that I think, should hopefully be impactful is AI. Leveraging AI in your daily work. So again, when I think about ways that this is being leveraged today, I want to share a couple of examples that I was able to kind of go out and do some research on how it's being leveraged in different industries across the world. The first one, kind of more field service focused, like I'm tied into, but predictive maintenance. Company called utility company Eon uses machine learning algorithms to predict when medium voltage cables need replacement. This is helping them reduce grid outages by up to 30% compared to conventional methods. Another way within the HVAC mechanical, segment or industry, there's an organization that has a 50-story office building, and they're utilizing AI-powered HVAC system to reduce costs by 30% in a single year. So this is done by dynamically balancing the heat and cooling based on real-time demand. Again, without technology, without these devices and sensors, that's just not possible. And so it's really cool. Some folks are using it. And then, last example I think is really cool to share because I'm a sports guy, IBM Watson. So today, IBM Watson is powering AI-driven sports commentary. Believe it or not, I know, and real-time stats for, sports like tennis, golf tournaments, NFL football, but to enhance the experience, enhance that broadcast. So just, again, let's ground us in that. And let's just talk through, a couple of tools that are out there and the differences in types of AI. So there's generative AI. So generative AI is exactly that. It's generating something new, some new piece of content, or data that did not previously exist. So think about putting in a prompt to generate an image, generate a text response, most common, generate audio, video files, right? It uses large data sets and leverages patterns to produce outputs. So that's generative AI. Also, productivity AI. Again, this is where, unlike generative, it's not producing anything, it's not creating content, from scratch, but it is enhancing, right, efficiency. It's automating repetitive tasks. It's optimizing workflows. And more often than not, this is known as traditional AI. So when people are talking about AI, more often than not, they are referring to productivity tools in AI. One that we're using internally that I think is really cool, I'm not getting paid, there's no plug here, Otter. So Otter AI is a note-taking, transcription, and call recording technology that basically allows me to be more present in a meeting with a client or a prospect or a partner, because it's taking all the notes, it's transcribing the whole call, it's telling me, what's happening, it's recording it, and then also after it sends me an email, highlighting what happened and what action items are coming out of it. And so one thing I want to do today for all of us is I want to go through a real life example. Everyone here has probably heard of ChatGPT, Perplexity, Gemini, ChatGPT. They're almost all the same, right? Probably some different sources. There's some different engines, different owners, but at the end of the day, results and overall idea behind it is very similar. So you can use this in any way, shape, or form to help you create like a response or help with research. And so just using it to help me look for some prospects, right? So I sell field service management software, right, to industrial and commercial service providers that have an equipment-centric focus. And again, here's 3, right? So these are probably 3 mega deals, right, for us. But you can see that it went through, grabbed a couple within the state of New York, like I said, National Grid, New York State Electric and Gas, Consolidated Edison, or Con Edison. So these are 3 prospects that could find value in Service Pro by MSA Data, the technology that I source. And so why Service Pro by MSI Data could help? It gives me a little bit of details around like what's going on with them, why would they care, what kind of messaging, and then, right, help me write an introductory email to going in, right? Add a pain point that happens within the power and energy sector that Service Pro can help solve. But again, everyone, I just wanted to give you one example of how, we're leveraging and utilizing AI. I personally am leveraging it. I'm going to leave you with a quote before I close. What AI is. AI is not a magic wand or a silver bullet, right? It won't solve every problem or even specific ones, but it can do some things very, very well. If we leverage for what it does well, we can be more effective, more efficient, and more inspired in our day-to-day activities. Again, thank you for your time today. I hope you learned something here. This is something new we're trying out. Probably some other guest speakers that come on. But again, AI in the daily workplace, try these out. Almost all the stuff that I talked about today has a free version that's tremendously valuable. And I hope you enjoyed. Thanks. Bye.